Shabbat Shalom. This is Rabbi Cat from Beit Tikkun, a synagogue without walls. This week we read Parsha Behar, one of my favorite. Behar has some of the most powerful visions in the Torah, visions that, if actually embodied in ourselves and our societies, would create a very different world for all of us. This Parsha includes the Shemitah. Every 7 years, the land and all the people and the animals are to rest. The land shall not be worked, and you can only glean from the land that which is already growing on the land or has fallen on the ground. During the Shemitah year, anyone can glean from anyone's land. Essentially, no one owns the land in the way we think of it today. Imagine a vision of everyone being able to sit under someone else's fig tree. It is one course corrective to the tendency of human beings to hoard things for ourselves and our families. This Parsha also has the Jubilee. Every 50 years, all of a person's important property, their land, inheritance, at that time their slaves, no longer belong to them. It is both an economic reset button and a reset of land distribution and dislocation that has occurred for the previous 50 years. All property returns to its original owner, and society stands still for that year. The Torah does not permit unimpeded capitalism, war, gentrification, land theft, etc. Rather, it insists on the redistribution of the wealth of a society and repair from previous generational harm. The authors that wrote this section understood that over time, vast inequalities were a result and the dangers of that. Jubilee is an expression and vision of courage. There is enough. We can share. We don't own the land. It tells us that restraint and enoughness are key foundations of how Israelite society should function. In fact, in this Parsha, Yud-Heh-Vav-Heh tells the people, the land is mine. You are mere sojourners and strangers with me. In other words, do not think you have any right to own any land. You don't. It doesn't matter how powerful you are, how much money you have, who you think you are. You do not have eternal ownership of the land. There is no generational inheritance. When I read this Parsha in light of what Israel is doing in Gaza and the West Bank, allegedly in the name of Jewish sovereignty and Jewish safety, and for some because the Torah tells them they have the right to all the land, I want to uplift this Parsha. This Parsha provides a model for how to limit government excesses and dictatorial tendencies, both in the economic and political systems of a society. If we enacted these precepts of land distribution and economic redistribution, we would begin to reset the imbalances and enact a just society for all people. And even that would not be enough. We'd need to hold reconciliation hearings and restorative listening circles. We'd have to hold people accountable for their violence. But it would be a step in the right direction, a step most desperately needed today. May we live to see the day when visionary precepts in our Torah such as this are uplifted and enacted throughout Israel, Palestine, and the whole world. Shabbat Shalom. If you want to join us for future Torah studies, please click on the link below and sign up, and you can join us both online and in person. On Wednesday, May 29th, you can join us on Zoom for a discussion with Shaul Magid on the roots and meanings of Zionism, non-Zionism, and anti-Zionism, the future of Israel-Palestine, and many other topics. The link is below. And on May 31st, if you're in the Bay Area, we're co-sponsoring and I'm participating in an interfaith pray-in and fast for Gaza from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. We begin at the Embarcadero ferry terminal and at Senator Padilla's office nearby. I'd love to see you at any or all these events. Wishing you a restful Shabbat in which you can envision the world to come and in which we make steps toward that vision. Thank you.